You are now watching virtual programming from Boys and Girls Club of Kentuckiana, which is being created to uplift our mission of enabling and inspiring young people, especially those most in need of our services. Hello again, it's Miss Exacia, the team lead of the Shawnee Boys and Girls Club. Thank you so much for taking the time to join me for our next installment of Positive Action. Today we will cover Lesson 51, How do you find your talent? During it, we will talk about discovering, developing, and managing your talents. Remember, we are covering the 8 personal resources you must master and balance to better manage your life and have autonomy. So, let's get started. Before we begin, let's briefly recap the positive action system. Positive thoughts lead to positive actions, which lead to positive feelings. Simple, yet very important to living a balanced life. For this lesson, you will need a writing utensil, your positive action journal, and, of course, water. Find a comfortable, quiet place and prepare for positive action. Today's community builder is, what are the top 3 things that make you happy? Those things can be actions, people, experiences, or objects. I recommend writing responses in your journals, and if you're comfortable, comment your responses below using #happythings. My top 3 things that make me happy are spending quality time with my family, creating things, and leading others to be successful. What are yours? If you need more time to answer, you can pause the video here. And when you're ready, press play and we'll go into our group agreement. The group agreement we have accepted includes honesty, respect, responsible commenting with 0 tolerance for bullying or offensive language, and being present and positive. Our talents are us. They arise from the way our neurology works. They are a reflection of our ideals, energy, ideas, and some say of our spiritual nature. Our talents, which are our natural abilities that can be developed, are key to our identity. Your identity is all the things that make you an individual. They offer big clues about who we are. So, how do we know what our talents are? Well, when you access a different part of your brain because of learning something new, it makes you feel contented and at ease. Your brain gets happy and energy and endorphins flood into your body, even before you're very good at doing this new thing. Voila, bingo, you found it. Has anyone ever had this experience? If so, take a moment to jot it down in your journal. Pause the video if you need to. And once you're done, we will jump into Guide to a Positive Life student text, Unit 3, Chapter 17, What Makes Me Smile, and use it as a warm-up for our exercise today. It will give us a deeper insight on the roots of talents and how to identify them. You might tend to think that only a few people have talent in any measurable way, but that's just not true. The truth is that talent is universal, and you are talented in a myriad of ways. Your talents are very particular, very individual, and there's no way you have of knowing exactly all the things you might be able to do. There are artistic or athletic or inventive talents, but there are also talents of the heart, talents of managing, talents of caring. There's no one test that measures all the ways human beings are talented. Talents are natural abilities that enable you to do certain things well. They are as diverse as the people who possess them. They range from the patience to listen to the ability to sing at the top of your lungs and hold a tune, from being able to settle a dispute to shooting hoops, from taking apart an engine to visualizing a complex electronic network. You can understand your own talents if you think about what you like and how you are, physically, intellectually, socially, and emotionally. Often, our talents combine. For example, being able to dance requires movement, a physical skill, and responsiveness to the music, an emotional skill. And if you dance with someone else, it's a social skill. You see how that works together? Another example is physicians. Think about 2 people with the same interest in medicine. One of those people loves the social part of the work, so they may want to work in a clinic with patients. Another is intrigued with the research and wants to work primarily in the intellectual arena. All aspects of your life, your brain, your social structures, your personality, your communities, and your education will play a part in the discovery and development of your talents. Talents arise from the way your brain works and the neural pathways you develop. Different activities fire up different portions of your brain. Brain scans can even detect the parts of the brain in use. They show up as bright flares of color. Whenever you think about a certain thing, a flare shows up in the area of your frontal cortex, where your neural pathways house that memory or experience. If you are a feeling person, a flare shows up in your amygdala. If you're an analytical person, your left brain ignites. If you're a creative person, your right brain lights up. Most people can access both. However, some people are stronger logically and others are stronger creatively. The amygdala sends out endorphins, those feel good hormones, when you use your talents. So, how do you know when you discover a talent? It is frequently when you learn or experience something new, and it makes you feel happy before you are even very good at it. Talents are often the parts of your life that you like and are lodged in the parts of your brain that have well developed neural pathways. Managing talents is a series of positive actions that requires discovery, learning, development, practice, performance, and mastery. For a while, figuring all this out may seem confusing, but after you begin to watch for your talents to surface, some things will just click for you, or something will really interest you. Pay attention to those moments. Managing your talents is another kind of string following. You hear about something that intrigues you, or you try something new with a friend. You look it up on the internet, or you ask someone about it. You try it again. You invest in the necessary supplies, and you practice, and you practice, and you practice. And pretty soon, you follow that string right to a new talent, like you would follow a string to find your way in the dark. It is a fabulous way to learn and to discover your own talents. What string do you want to follow? As you discover and develop your talents, you will learn more and more about yourself, and what you need and want to contribute to the world will become more apparent. In fact, you can manage your talents in such a way that you can contribute to the well-being of the planet. When your talents surface, friendships, recognition, intriguing work, and adventures are the results. So, discover what makes you happy. Explore lots of different experiences and opportunities. Follow the string and develop the skills. Eventually, your talents will be powerful forces in your life. You'll feel good about who you are when you're flying on the wings of your talents, dreams, and ideals. Remember the survey of talents you did in Positive Action Lesson 50? Well, we're going to use that information today to think about what your talents are. With that list and newer things that have occurred to you today, list at least 6 things that might be a talent, something you really want to experience, learn about, or even practice. We discover our talents by trying a lot of things, and we don't worry about whether we're good at them or not. The reason we don't worry is because we're going to be good at some things and not so good at others. As we try something new, our minds and our bodies will tell us what works for us. Clues telling us we have discovered an interest or a talent include: we love learning, practicing, and performing the new interest. We're doing what makes us happy. We love sharing our experiences about it with others, and we want to learn more and more and more about it on our own. We don't have to be coaxed into learning or practicing it. It feels as natural to us as breathing. You alter your brain by what you put in it, by the knowledge and experiences you acquire. So, if you discover your talents and develop them, then your brain will happily create mastery of both knowledge and skill of the talent. Such mastery may affect your life and your times. How do we manage our talent? Well, we manage our talents through, guess what? Discovery, learning, practice, and performance. The choice is yours. What you plant in your brain right now will live with you for a long time. So, choose to go after and discover your talents. Make the space that you're putting into your brain worthwhile so that you can live a happy life and have autonomy over yourself. Here is life's big question. What do you want to be doing with your life? How might these talents be developed and woven together to create the story of you? What talents do you have that you'd like to see developed? How long will you go about developing them? Feel free to jot these questions down and write your responses in your Positive Action Journal. Thank you for reflecting about and sharing with us your talents and stories. It is my hope that you continue to pursue discovering your talents so you can develop, practice, and perform them on a mastery level one day. I am so excited to see who you will become. I'll see you again soon. Have a great rest of your day. Bye. Thank you for attending virtual programming created by Boys and Girls Club of Kentuckiana. If you'd like to leave feedback on the program you attended today, please see the link below that will direct you to a program feedback survey. If you'd like to stay in the know about future virtual programming or community resources provided by Boys and Girls Club, please subscribe, like, and follow our social media pages. Thank you.